high-speed internet, so
here in practice.
shouldn't have any issues tonight.
About a tenth and a half quicker.
Oh, nice.
Knock on wood.
You have
Just a tenth quicker than Brian Rose.
For this race. Be smooth and have a
Tenth
good run.
plus 100. That concludes the warm-up session. And you see the fast times in warm-up. Terzak, Rose, Radford, Hilton, Johnston, and so on down the line.
25-65 is the
So let's just take a look
stages, I
at the
think.
starting grid for tonight's race.
Hey, Derek, how's it going?
Number
I suck in these cars.
It's 5 on the season. Kyle Terzak on the pole position with a lap time of
There's some kind of secret,
1:30.
not secret, but you drive them a little bit differently.
Missed it by just over a tenth of a second. We'll start second.
I ain't quite mastered it yet.
Caliber Racing will roll off from the third position. Troy Radford.
That combined with I don't know this track.
Sports Machine will start P4. Starting in the fifth position, it's the 51 of Chris Wally. Brian McCann will start in P6. Seventh goes to Mike.
Oh, I'm in 6.
Get ready.
Mike Cook in the 00.
Derek out here making me think I'm in 8.
Good luck, gentlemen. Have fun. Clifton in the 1 will roll 9th. 10th goes to Josh Bunkhouse. 11th starter Matt Kopp. 12th Gary Johnston.
Oh boy, they didn't go.
Starter is Trevor Quick. 14th is Neil Quick. Nuke Quick will start in the 15th spot. Doug Wysocki 16th. Tyler Hilton 17th. Steve Durbin 18th. 19th starter is Josh Stewart. Adam Benefiel in the 9. He'll start 20th. 21st.
Why don't you come out here, Derek?
Zachary Cleek, the number 77, starts 22nd. Todd Cleek, the 45, will start 23rd. And last but not least,
Hey, Ray, thanks for the like.
Starting 24th, it's Timmy Schofield. It's your starting grid here for race number 1 of the evening here from Southern National. It's just about ready to go. Green flag racing field entering turn 3. We'll see the green flag here in just a moment.
Somebody's up there catching the wall.
Green flag is out. Barney's waving it. We're underway from Southern National.
Lap of the session.
It is true, Derek. I gotta start working on my go-kart sometime. Been ordering parts, but not doing any work.
Terzak out to the early lead over Brian Rose. Rose sits there in the second spot unchallenged for now, but behind him, Clint Walker, Troy Radford doing battle. Radford to the inside. The 0-2 of Walker trying to hang on, gets a piece of the outside wall on corner exit. Radford gets clear and now opens the door for Chris Wally. Walker up the racetrack. Wally tucks back in behind.
The leader just did a 14.475.
Wally just ahead of Brian McGann.
Is that solo driving or bump drafting?
All right.
McCann's got some pace. He's seemingly a bit faster than Chris Wally, at least at this stage in the race. Keeps taking a peek to the inside. We'll see if he can stuff his nose down to the bottom, but you gotta be careful Chris Wally doesn't slam the door a little late into that exchange. Take both drivers out of the equation.
I haven't seen any passes yet. I'm gonna assume you want the bottom side to pass.
Back out front, Terzak.
But I don't know, because it gets tight off the corner.
Up Brian Rose, who runs in the second position.
It's the outside line you gotta have to pass, and I don't know how to get that.
Brian Rose, the owner of Track Bar Media, does all sorts of work for iRacing leagues and other businesses outside of iRacing. Digital creator. Still watching the battle with Chris Wally and Brian McCann. This is the battle for the 5th position. Yet Brian does seem to be a tick faster, but can't find a way around. That's the challenge to these places that we run these late model stocks at. The majority of them, pretty much one groove racetracks, unless you really spend the time to work in an extra lane. But even then, it's not a guarantee. one lane will certainly be dominant over the next. You got to find a great run or a good opening or even force a mistake out of the lead driver if you want to take that position away. You know how fast Brian McCann is. Right now,
Tell him, Steve.
struggling or taking care of his stuff. Either way,
Brandon's going to end up passing me here.
Chris Wally. Brandon Mefford, though, in 7th. He's up 1 position, riding in behind Brian McCann.
I need to. I can almost get a run off. I can't get a nose, though. Brandon's going to get a nose on me.
The leader just did a 14.756.
McCann starting to get a little impatient. Continue to watch that 3 machine, the blue and yellow car in the middle of your frame, in behind the 51 of Chris Wally. Driving it down to the inside.
I could almost dive bomb into the turn and get him.
Give him some room, but right now,
It'd be dirty, though.
Durzak and Rose still your top 2. Radford runs 3rd.
I'd like to try to get him off. I just can't.
Where we watch this battle, it's turned into a 3-car battle between McCann, Mefford, and Wally. Wally keeps
Car has turned over.
into turn 2 there. Slides up the racetrack, opens the door for McCann, but McCann tucks back in behind.
Catch the 51 car. Pit road is now open.
He's still upside down.
Still stop on the backstretch.
Tim is on a laptop tonight, so
Caution's out, Adam Benefiel in trouble.
it's probably not too easy for him. I would imagine he tried to dump the clutch,
Stewart,
but it didn't rotate. It just went straight into the wall.
Steve Durbin.
You got big damage, Tim.
Look at the replay here to see really what happened.
Yeah, it's not great.
Racetrack just slides up on exit, gets into the 4, almost has it saved, but over.
It's not giving me a meatball or anything. It didn't say I have wheel damage, so
12 is Schofield.
we'll see.
Todd Cleek got a big chunk of that, certainly more than he asked for.
It idles at 1100.
Well, I'm at 1100.
You're good. Send it.
Just enough to flip it on its driver's door.
Pit road is closed. Past the 77, past the...
Well, Radford actually makes a pit stop here from, I think it was about the 3rd position as Walker jumps up into that 3rd spot. Radford making this pit stop, 10.6 seconds. I cannot imagine there was any tires taken during that exchange. We have found very often these Hoosier tires, as they get hot, as they get worn, they almost get...
That was about 20 good laps, so
likely just
hopefully we keep going green here.
Radford trying to ensure he can make it all
And maybe, just maybe, the tires get worn out enough to where we can do some passing.
going 20 some odd laps before we get to caution.
Maybe.
And now we are at lap 25, so this would indicate the stage end. This caution is not for the stage per se.
Good job, man. You're up to 5th. The leader just did a 28.154. Got one outside.
Just so happens to land during that exchange. Now, typically we would try to interview the stage winners
Stay low.
during the caution. Again, in the Twin 125 events, the stage breaks do not have
Got the
cautions.
bottom 3 wide. Got one outside. You're 2 wide there. All
3
clear,
wide.
all clear.
So unless the
I
circumstances...
had to wheel out of that one. No caution.
All right, man.
To get the interviews in before we go to the green flag. Certainly don't want to distract the drivers, so we have to give them that opportunity to hit pit road, complete their pit service if they so choose to do so, and then try to pull them in the booth. It's just sometimes not enough time. Base car is off, though. Green flag back in the air. Turzak jumps on the loud pedal and gets away from Brian Rose. Rose tucks down to the bottom of the racetrack in front of...
That outside line was working pretty good.
Maintains that 2nd position. Battle in behind Walker and Wally. Wally is still behind the O2. Thought he was alongside for a moment, but Brian McCann troubles and he's around.
And one on the top.
We got a wreck off turn number 2.
Wow, they are
it looks
stuck.
like.
Waiting for the
That's
12.
that's a
waiting for-
bad thing. Getting turned in one of these cars.
I don't know why you didn't hear Earl. Hear me? Did not hear him call that caution. You did to check your radio connection, check the one on your headset, on your headboard actually, on your left-hand
Left
side,
two, car
on your
by.
headrest. You got a good copy. That's 4.
Well, let's take a look at it. We saw it happen live. Let's see if we can get a wider angle and get an idea of how this one got underway. A lot of drivers involved in this. To back it up here, late on the replay.
Trying to watch the replay, see what happened.
Pit road is closed.
Race control.
I was just
finds
about to
that
say
on the
is that
83
Medford tried to go
issued.
3 wide.
Side of Chris Wally, but it looks like it was a 3 wide incident here as Wally goes up the racetrack.
Medford
tries to fill the gap, goes up.
Wally slid up or
That
something.
door's closing. You see Wally turning down right now.
Yeah, Wally.
He's going to go across
I mean,
the
it's
nose of the 83
tight racing.
lane. Looks like Medford tried to check up enough so that he got room to get in, but it was just too
All
late.
right, man,
And then
we're
the
going
chain
green next
reaction,
time by. All right, man.
15
Line
gets
up
into
on
the back of
outside
Medford.
road now.
It's a good thing I didn't get hooked there.
and then chain reaction crash after that.
It's there, sir. Or at least it's showing.
You
so on
quick
my
in
side.
it.
Oh,
Doug
yeah, I'm sorry.
Wysocki,
Get ready.
10-4.
Mike Cook. Matt Kopp is in
All right,
this.
man.
A lot of drivers
Race
getting
cars
caught out in this one.
Green, green,
Second
green.
caution
You're
of
in
the
third
night.
place. The leader just did
Damn.
28.
I wonder if you can go.
72.
There probably ain't
Yeah,
enough
one
room to go
inside.
3 wide on the outside here, is it?
Still there. Stay high. All clear.
Well,
all
Chris
clear.
Wally was
Inside.
having a good start to this race.
Clear low. Clear
He's up in
low.
that top
You got
5.
one
Yeah, that
inside.
outside line is hot.
Still there.
Unfortunately now finds himself in the 23rd position, a lap down.
Stay
So
high.
on the one to go here,
On the
green
low
flag
side.
racing once again the next time by.
Still there.
Green flag, green flag, green flag.
Thank you.
You're back in third.
Oh,
Still
I'm
there.
gonna get blocked now. This sucks.
Stay high.
Oh, wow, he let
clear
me
low.
in.
Three
Holy
wide,
crap.
You're in the middle. Clear out 2 wide. You're clear high.
Bounters
Clear
at
And then
high.
wreck me.
race leader.
All right, man. Caution
You
is
see
out.
Neil
Caution
Quick
is out.
just up
Line
ahead of the
single
51
file. Pit
there,
road is closed.
trying to stay at least
Exit 34
on this current
car.
lap.
Wheel
Does
damage.
find
Exit
himself in the
34
23rd spot,
car.
1 lap down.
Past the
Leaders
9,
slow down.
2 laps down, that is. Same for Chris Wally in 22nd. Makes for a long night. Turzak's going to close the gap. Quick, a lap down.
Past the
So
double
now
O. Past the.
Oh, I thought I was gonna be smart and do something there.
Oh, that's not great. Number 3 car swept over.
Optional repairs.
Oh, no, really?
9
Oh man, I thought I was going to reverse
the damage.
and spin it around.
Walker
Did not
for
work.
a time. Oh, contact.
I just saw it on the replay.
And just the damage continues. Drivers just piling in here after the fact. Schofield trying to go through Days of Thunder style.
I want to see that happen in reality.
Ryan McCann is the backwards man over here, just trying to get out of the way.
I did not want to go a lap down.
I
I shoulda.
that way.
I should have went instead of going towards the inside. I should have went
Down.
to the put my rear into the outside of the turn.
0-2, Yoel will be issued with the 2 to green.
That's where I messed up at.
Trying to think if I were to pit, I'd have to. You can only take 2 here, right?
2-2-2.
Yeah.
Yellow flag is out right here. It's already out. Yellow flag's waving.
I don't know how I got spun though. I thought
Schofield thought
Oh,
he
we
had
had plenty of
a hole
room.
there, but unfortunately, there wasn't one.
Blocked and going a lap down, trying to get it cleared up.
Multiple drivers getting caught out in that.
Yeah, just stay with the back of the pack.
hey Chris, yeah, it's twins. Now I'm like 8 laps
Since I'm
down.
lucky dog, I gotta be at the back.
with wheel damage.
Pit boxing right here. That's it, go.
Yeah, it's getting ready to
Race
ask
one.
me to go to, the tail, Daniel.
Get ready. All right, man, line up on the inside
Just
row.
hold your
All
position,
right, man.
and I'll clear the
green
black.
flag, green flag. The leader just did a
4 laps down.
29.178. Catch the 45 car.
Now, watching it from the driver's eye camera on Tim Schofield, if he's not running with a spotter, I would understand that. Because you really can't see
Go far
anything.
down low. Go high.
There's another caution.
Never called that yellow. I guess that's.
Unless it gets to the pit.
I'd give him the benefit of the doubt there if he's not running with a spotter, or maybe he's got a technical difficulty. It's not calling out to cautions. That does happen as well. I know.
Still, there's
One
several
blown
several people lap down.
Extenuating
There's no way I come back from 4 laps down.
Slow car.
Pace cars in pit road. Green is back in the air. Terzak with the jump once again.
Pitting.
Jeff Clifton now alongside. Brian Rose for the second spot. Still not clear. Dives it down into 3 and 4. Has to lift. Keeping it on the bottom isn't so easy at speed.
Might as well just enjoy my snack.
Back on the outside.
Keep digging. I'm 4 laps down.
Yeah, and I gotta say,
I mean,
this number
4
one
laps down? You crazy, Derek.
Back to me.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lap cars down in front of me.
9, 7.
Real quick, the bottom of the racetrack. Engine expiring, it appears. This day is done.
Come on, Josh.
15. So I'm double screwed.
Rose still trying to battle back on the outside of the one of Clifton. Still hanging on the right side of that number 1 machine. Tell you, Terzak's loving this, though. He's watching this out his rearview mirror and is continuing to increase the gap. Clifton gets by now. Radford pressuring Rose for the 3rd position.
I hear you, Chris. Just don't go backwards into the inside wall. That doesn't work. In other news, these chili roasted pistachios are pretty good. A little spicy, but
Very close quarter battling off of turn number 4 between Rose and Radford. Rose gets the best of the 94, at least for the time being, but Troy gets a real good run down the backstretch into 3. Might switch things up, try things on the outside, go a long way around, but Rose slams the door closed.
at least I got some TV time.
14.735. Car stops down low. All right, man, caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
Car stopped out of 4.
Who was that? Is that Troy? No, it was Rose.
Past the A car.
Radford's definitely got more pace than Brian right now. We saw this early on with Brian McCann and Chris Wally. McCann was tucked right behind the 51 machine, had the pace, just couldn't make the pass. And it seems that way, no, roughs him up. Radford gets into Brian Rose and around he goes. Caution comes out. Kind of thought it would only be a matter of time, but lap 56, I thought maybe he'd get the benefit of the doubt here.
Where's pit road entrance here?
Not even halfway for the
Off of turn 4 if you're in
4.
I don't know. There's 2 different pits. Did you get the back pit stall or the front?
I'm on the back stretch, it looks like.
Control finds that on the 94.
I don't see any
Well, will be issued with
Let's take a look.
like people standing there. It's like everybody's on the front.
So go in
Turn 4.
turn 4.
My opinion in watching that, certainly intended to make some contact with.
I see a pit crew on the back.
Result was planned. I think he was.
And I think it's mine because I
Bit of a bump and
would
run.
have started last.
Up the racetrack and take it.
I don't see any.
Unfortunately, Brian Rose ends
Yeah,
up.
I see one.
Well, Unless my graphics are turned down to where I can't see all of them.
On board here, we'll go full speed with Troy.
I'm not even gonna chance it.
Left up 45. Car by. He had the position when the yellow flag came out.
Listening to the throttle on Radford's car, I don't think he was even back to the gas yet.
All right, man, we're going green next time by. All right, man. Line up
Right on the back
outside
bumper of
road,
Brian Rose, and it could have just been a matter of
All right, guys, I am going to extend
Rose
it to
lifting
allow
off the
us to
brake
get,
pedal a hair
in
sooner
order.
than Radford.
All right, man. Lights are
Tough
back
to
on
say
the
for
pace
sure
car. We're
without
not
being in the
going
mind
green
of the
this time. We are
94,
not
but
going green.
nonetheless.
All right, man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going
So
green.
it's Terzak, Clifton, Funkhauser, your top three. Those drivers have not made a pit stop to this point. Remember, Troy Radford
All right,
did
man, we're
pit
going green next
very
time by.
early on, and it looks like Radford's going to go to the back here. Radford either taking responsibility for that incident
All right, guys,
or
close up the gaps. Come on.
Get ready.
So if I get spun around again, I need to do the reverse, but remember to go to the outside wall. I think the outside wall will work,
Pace
because
car's
then
in. Green flag.
I'll be
green
able to
flag.
take off
maybe not the complete back. I don't know.
Deleted
He's
it up.
11
Going
right now. They're going to wave off the
8.582.
and
restart.
hopefully get the car turned around.
We're still trying to get lined out,
Still there.
especially if they're going to administer a penalty to the 94.
Say hi.
We got Tom Janikowski in the chat, the only one so far. Thanks for jumping in, Tom.
Say hi.
They can't talk tonight, apparently. But either way, glad you're here. Thanks for checking in.
Say hi. All right, we're halfway to the finish.
And keep in mind, guys, stream chat is open.
Basically, to have any kind of chance, I need to see a lot of wrecks.
Gentlemen, and we will stay green.
Say hi. There's the car on the low side.
Flag back in the air.
And even then, it's a stretch. These guys are racing. I'm
Still
going to
there.
slow this back off.
Say hi. There's the car on the low side. Clear low, clear low.
Oh, I know. It's just math.
Terzak ahead of Jeff Clifton, Josh Funkhauser.
Well, the only way, so I'm really racing for 15th, because if I get to 15th somehow, I get the lead on the next race, but
the 30 of Durban. He's up 30.
the only way that's possible is if a lot of people crash out.
The top five as he's trying to take fourth from Doug Wysocki. Gotta be careful though. Mefford looking around the outside. The 83's got a big run. Takes that position almost with ease. We got Eddie Rose in the stream chat. Says the Rose family is watching. Thanks for checking in, Eddie. Feel free to throw in some trivia if you've got.
Yeah, but if we're in Vegas, I'm betting on it's not happening.
67 laps down of 125, past halfway here.
It's like,
We're going to
what's
take
that movie?
here and get an HBRT.
Dumb and Dumber.
Side break
So what you're telling me is there's a chance,
for this.
1 in a million.
Marcos Garza, when we were doing radiothons for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we needed sponsors to help us raise money, and he's always the first one to jump in. I would describe Marcos and his team as upstanding, someone to trust, and he is just
Yeah, the eat in the line don't really affect me too much, does it?
Generous. He has a genuine concern for people. You need somebody that cares about you. And that's what Marcos is. And that's
Both of them simultaneously spun.
as a law firm.
That's impressive. Synchronized spin.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Stop
Line up
car
single file.
at the
Pit
finish
road
line.
is closed.
Where's he at? I can't see him. There he is.
Catch the leader here, guys.
Then
road is
next
now
race, I'll be starting
Car 44. Got the lucky dog. Let him by on the outside.
about right here at 21.
All right, buddy, a couple laps by yourself there. How'd it feel?
And ain't nobody getting tired, so And really is not any kind of pit strategy in it.
Race control finds that racing incident. No EOLs will be issued.
So really, I would have to, on the next race, be super aggressive. Hope to not get wrecked again. And still probably best opportunity to get about 10th.
Let the 83 car by. Let the 84 car by. Let the
I was getting ready to say, dude.
He had the position
I
when
just
the
saw
yellow
that.
flag came
It
out.
clicked
All
up.
right, man, we're going green next time by.
I'm actually
All right, man,
racing
line up
somebody
on the
right
one
now.
side row.
Race control.
No, wait, he can win another lap down.
10-4, thank you, sir.
Past the 30, past the. Get ready. All right, man. The pace car is in. Green, green, green. The leader just did a 28.828. Got one outside. You're on the bottom 3 wide. Outside. You're 2 wide there. All clear, all clear. Outside. All clear, all clear. Outside. All clear, all clear. Inside.
I'm just gonna let them
Stay
go.
high. Still there. Clear
Southern
low, clear
National,
low.
79 laps in, back underway. You saw the caution.
I can't tell if Wally. No, Wally wasn't racing anybody.
And Cleek. Benefield might be out of
Doug.
this one. Cleek can
Doug is racing somebody. I'll let him go.
Kurzak once again in
I'll just let everybody go.
80 laps
Still there.
down
Hold your line.
of 125. He's led every
All
lap
right,
to
man,
this point.
Caution is out. Caution is out. Line up
Caution in
single
one.
file. Pit
High
road is
side of
closed.
one.
Let the 34 car by.
Drivers are down to the apron.
Hey, Brian.
In the third
Caution out
spot,
of two,
Bradford
driver.
up to
Hey, how's it going?
All right. Hey, I
Past the 44.
I kept it on my
past
phone
the-
for a little while downstairs, so I figured I'd pop back up here real quick. Are you getting a little tight in the corner, or what's
He's going to tuck back in behind, though.
what's the deal?
Eric Johnston in the 15th, giving chase.
I'm just out here one-handing it.
34.
Okay.
Car.
The only reason I was asking, you got a little bit of damage on the front end, kind of like right in the middle. So if you're tight, I was going to say
89.
it's like
Got the
you
light
just
dog,
slightly
left 5 on the outside. Catch the 45
bumped into a
car.
telephone
Pit road
pole in the middle.
Oh, well, you missed it then. It was a good
Oh,
show.
okay. Got ya.
I got spun and then I tried to do a reverse out of it. And I went half a track in reverse and then flipped the car in reverse.
Okay. Well, yeah, that would make I did miss that.
Now I'm 4 laps down. It was pretty impressive though.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I missed that part, I guess. But yeah, I just wanted
Yeah,
to.
so I'm just out here cruising, hoping to somehow get back into 15th because that's where the invert on next race.
Okay.
And it looks like the 70.
Gotcha. Yeah, figured I'd double check with you because I wasn't quite sure if you knew that damage was there. But if you're 4 laps down, and it being a short track, probably wouldn't feel it too much. But
A little more than
yeah.
you bargained for.
Yeah, it drives actually pretty good, even with that damage.
The 77
Okay.
or
Yeah, it's kind of like a miniature horseshoe, miniature cul-de-sac.
Let the 84
going on.
77.
But all right, man, I'll catch up with you.
Let the
right,
94
later.
car
Bye.
by. He had the position when the yellow flag came out. Let the 83 car by. Let the
Get a better look at
15
the actual
car by.
cause
He had
of this
the position
initial
when the yellow
contact
flag
here, the
came out.
02. Tough to say if he came up or the 84 came down. They'll probably analyze that post-race, but nevertheless, both drivers involved in
All right,
an
man, we're
incident
going
while the
green next
77
time by.
has his own
All right,
problems.
Man, line up on the inside row. Get ready. All right,
19.
man. Pace cars in.
We're
Green
moving
flag,
on up.
green flag.
Just get everybody on the same page as far as what to expect throughout this race. Short track races
Still there.
quite often end up becoming green-white
Clear high,
checkered
clear high.
situations. if it comes to that.
Oh, one lap,
that we can
really one wreck.
3 attempts, and then we call it a night. Or at least call it a race, because we got one more race after this. Again, twin 125s this evening. You get an extra 50 laps of action when we run these twin 125s. We got Shane Haas in the stream chat. Shane coming over from Noble Racing saying, "What's up, Steve?"
I think it was me. I didn't catch up in time.
Shane, thanks for checking in. Appreciate that. Pace car is in. Green flag back in the air. Turzak with a heck of a restart.
Oh, that's Doug. I'll let him go. He's racing them guys.
That second position. Funkhauser third. Battle for fourth. Mike Cook, Troy Radford. Radford, the number 94, the black and orange machine. Bottom.
As long as I just don't get lapped by the leader again.
Forward. Now he's clear on exit after a bit of a wiggle from Mike Cook. Petey Garrett Johnston now closing in on the 00 as they work on a turn number 2 down the back straightaway. The 84 of Matt Kopp in the mix as well. Brandon Mefford kind of stuck there.
The leader just did on 14.4.
There is a Zachary back there that I'm racing for 4th. Yeah, I just saw that. I saw him pop up wide on my relative.
Battle for position right now. Matt Kopp has the 5th spot.
I won't let anybody else by.
7th Mefford, Garrett Johnston 8th. Battle for position.
I kind of wanted to get out of the Hornet's nest here and in case they wreck again.
Looking car in the field. It's funny to say that because they're all the same paint scheme. It's just the color combination that I really like out of this machine. Plus, I think it's a Firebird. No, it's a Camaro. It would look good as a Firebird. Nevertheless,
it ain't looking good.
6th position, started 8th here this evening.
Up 27 more to go.
Zach still out in front. He's led every lap.
Inside.
I guess I'll let him by.
Saki back in the 9th position. Underneath Trevor Quick. Trevor's not on the lead lap present.
Yeah, 3 quicks.
3, 9. Stay high.
Closing into the home stretch here. It's lap 98 of 125.
All clear, all clear.
Up front's Turzak, then Troy Radford. This is the closest we've seen Troy to the front of the field this evening. About half the distance of the front stretch away from that top spot. Kyle Turzak running some good laps, but the last time by, Radford and Turzak, identical laps, 14.56 seconds. Turzak might just be out there taking care of his stuff, but Bradford can run that line too. We just kind of watch the 051 to see what he's doing, maybe learn from him. Hey, Turzak, even Radford looks like they're scraping the outside wall before they turn down into turn 1.
Clear, all clear.
They are checking up hard.
Inside. Stay high.
Still the battling continuing outside here in the top 5, maybe even 6. And
where's leader at? Leader's 4.7.
The 5th spot gets around the 84 of Matt Kopp. Trying to do something with Funkhauser, tries it way deep down into the corner. Roughs them up a little bit, uses that right side just slightly.
0.653.
Tires stick better than 4.
Stay high.
Still not clear though. Mefford's gonna have to drive it in deep once again. Funkhauser using the outside line to carry some extra speed off the
45 will go low. I can pass him on the outside. He ain't going low though.
Mefford finally clear up into the 4th position. Funkhauser back to P5. Now he's got to worry about Matt Kopp.
I'm full blocked right here.
Matt Kopp's got company and Garrett Johnston.
Outside.
Johnston real loose. Great save off turn number 2 by the 15. He was attacking Matt Kopp for that 6th position, but unfortunately it almost cost him.
I know, Derek. Don't rub it in.
7 goes the 15 machine. Mike Cook starting to close in. Interesting to note, Ryan McCann, we thought he was out of this, but he is still out on the racetrack.
The leader just did a 14.835.
Running 19. Chances of winning this one.
That's Trevor New Quick racing it out.
Coming up immediately following this. But no, he's 4 laps down. Still can benefit from the seat time, turning some laps around Southern National. Granted, we're under the sunlight right now. Race number 2 will be completely different conditions as the sun will have set.
Sorry.
Still there.
Track time's track time.
You're clear high, clear high.
Austin finally back alongside the 84 of Matt Kopp. Kopp scrapes the wall. Mike Cook gets into the back bumper of the 84. Everybody continues on, but Johnston powering back towards the front, closing in half a car length off the back bumper of the 81 of Josh Funkhauser. Maybe a little contact mid-corner. Johnston, he's got some pace right now, and he wants to get up towards the front, see if he can contend. Jeff Clifton back into the 4th position. Oh, little contact. Garrett Johnston stuck his nose in again, almost spun himself. We saw that happen a handful, maybe 10 laps ago with that same driver. Manages to save it both times.
Don't matter there.
Back on the attack, trying to take that 5th position away.
The leader just did a 14.9.
Johnston certainly got better drive off.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 6.
Really closes the gap from the apex to exit.
All clear, all clear.
Johnston now working the outside, back to the gas a little bit sooner. Powers alongside Funkhauser, still not quite clear. Might have him off a 2 here. And there he is, finally gets clear of the 81, now crosses over, goes to the inside on the 1 of Clifton. Garrett Johnston on a tear here with 9 laps to go.
To go.
Meanwhile, back up front, Kyle Turzak continues to just log laps. 7 laps remaining here from Southern National.
B19.
It's been stellar to this point. Every lap belongs to the 051.
Would have been all right if I didn't flip it, because then I would have got inverted, but flipping it.
Low car ahead. Low car down low.
Yeah, you got to drive it pretty aggressive.
Not bad, dude.
Turzak finally starting to try and work through some lap traffic.
All right, man. 2 to go.
Trevor Quick.
Stay low.
Works better if it's, I'll let them race it out.
Yields to the leader. Lets him go on by. Less than 5 laps to go.
The North 5. Outside. Stay low. All clear, all clear. Outside. Stay low.
I was gonna let
Still
him go.
there.
Is that
Just got the white flag. That means 1 more lap to go.
Why do they slow down so much?
3 laps remain from Southern National. Turzak trying to make it a perfect night.
They still have, maybe they didn't have one more. Maybe I just got one more.
All right, guys, it's going to be only a 10-minute practice. Once the next session goes up, 10-minute practice. Once the next session goes up, top 15 inverted will start the field.
Bradford still over a second back with 2 laps remaining.
Little extra 4X.
Awesome contact. The 44
My bad.
keeps it straight.
That was rough.
Thought we were going to get a caution there, but no, the 44
Did better than I did.
continues on. Larry Bruner.
Not because I was faster.
Or may not. We'll see.
You get to straight go to the front. You're going to start 3rd.
He's got enough of it.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Turzak is going to take the checkered flag. Race number 1 of the night belongs to the 051. Now, remember, folks, the top 15 drivers finish this race. It will be inverted. In race number 2, the rest of the field, they will start based on their finishing positions in this event. Terzak parks it in victory lane here. He's going to get set here for the next race.
$59.70, but it don't matter.
Room here. We're going to pull him right up. No break, no nothing. We're going to go right to the HBR TV booth with Kyle Terzak. It's Steve with HBR TV. Kyle, you got me?
Yes, sir.
Kyle, congratulations, man. Once again, to no one's surprise, in victory lane, green to checkered flag led every lap, at least in this first race. Walk us through this strategy, and is there anything you might change for race number 2 with this invert coming?
Honestly, I have no idea. You know, this race, I just, since I started on pole, I mean, basically, if you start on pole here, you just got to keep in the clean air, and that's what we did there, and a whole bunch of people pitted, and I feel like that's short of a race with 125 laps. I don't think you need to do that, so I just saved my stuff when I was in clean air, and when everyone pitted, I just capitalized and went.
So let's talk about clean air. We saw a lot of guys actually taking an opportunity to the outside. If they can get alongside a guy on the high line, they were some cases able to make the pass. I know you didn't really get a whole lot of challengers, but does that make sense? Do you see a lot of guys able to build enough of a run to get those passes done on the high side?
For sure, you know, this banking there's a lot of banking here. So, you know, clean air is definitely a big part here. And I think the outside will work if you know how to run it and when the time is right.
All right, Kyle. Well, thanks for talking to us, man. Good luck in race 2.
Thank you.
It's Kyle Terzak, your race winner here in race number.
He's got to go in and move the session up, doesn't he?
Effort is available. He's our 3rd place finisher. We'll go to the 83 next. Brandon Mefford, it's Steve in the HBR TV booth. You got us?
I got you, Steve.
Brandon, congratulations, man. A solid run, an aggressive run, but still a good run, finishing 3rd in this first
15-minute warm-up session.
Your stance as far as how this race unfolded in race 1 and how it might change in race number 2.
I think for the most part, we got some green flag laps in tonight. Biggest problem we have is, you know, when there was a caution, it's hard to see around these tight corners, and guys are just running through one another and tearing up cars, destroying them, and then you know, I don't believe it's in.
They make these,
but it's killing these races.
Portable monitor kits that like attached to the side of laptops. I wonder if those would be worth it.
So far this season, so I think that's something to be proud of.
Oh, those ones that you put on the
here in IROC.
Yeah, you like clip them on. Yeah.
Better and better and better. This promise.
I wonder if those would even work.
This season, it's only going to get better. So
I don't know.
Absolutely right.
When I try to race on laptop, I don't think there's anything I can do.
These corners, we saw with Timmy Schofield early on.
Going from this screen real estate to anything smaller is just.
I don't know if his spot
it's brutal.
Cautions or what the case may be, but nevertheless, absolutely right. It's tough.
That's why I was hoping the VR headset would work, but the computer just isn't enough.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. It is a
I've got a Oculus Quest 2.
That said, rolling into race number 2,
I can get it to work, but it's so fuzzy.
Out there can make to try and improve the show.
I have to have the graphics way down. It really taxes the CPU on this thing.
It's really hard to
pass. Well, and the GPU.
You got to take advantage of everything.
That matter. I couldn't get it to where it was worth it.
They're starting to give and take a little bit, so
you got the
it's going to be a little bit better.
3060 laptop, was it?
Part of this
it's a 3070.
Happen. Just a
and it still can't run VR.
Well, it's been decent racing, I got to say here. Usually
it can.
Tends to be a little hectic,
but it's really
a little bit better, and we'll look forward
lousy
to it here in just
quality.
So if anybody's still watching, stay with us. We've got another race coming up. Brandon, thanks for talking to us, man.
You know,
in the next race.
Maybe one day I'll be able to have someone take a look at it and tell me if I'm doing something wrong, but I've gone through all the every YouTube video I could find, and largely what
it does require us
message is that laptops generally aren't powerful enough.
So stay with us. There's going to be a break.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Even though the numbers are the same, it's nowhere near the power of a desktop. So
race number 2 coming up. Stay with us.
I would have just thought that it would at least run it.
When we were doing
playable.
radiothons for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we needed sponsors.
You know, maybe
he's always
given the improved field of view, maybe it'll be worth it, even though it's kind of fuzzy.
And
it's weird. It's just you can't see that far ahead without it becoming fuzzy.
He has a genuine concern for people. You need somebody that cares about you. And that's what Marcos is. And that's pretty much what this firm is.
And I haven't tried it with a bunch of cars on the track either.
Session is up. Oh, let's see if we can get 17th.
I wonder if an older headset would work pretty well. A lower resolution. Yeah, VR headset. Maybe something lower resolution. Maybe doesn't take as much power to run it.
Then it'll be even fuzzier if I'm thinking of what you mean by fuzzy. You talking about like dots per inch or really low inside the screen?
I don't even know how to describe it effectively. Some areas are clear, but as you pan out ahead, they get blurry. It's not like the whole image is pixelated. Probably doesn't make any sense.
I'm assuming one of those things you just got to see it.
Do you feel like you could have used a little more or less bias or more towards the front?
I'm not sure. I never really played with it.
Probably just smoked my tires too much for it to matter.
Car 051, just hit the fastest left, 14.
I'm rooting for you on this one, Tim. This is some nighttime racing.
We're in our raceway. We're supposed to want custom raceway.
Really ain't gonna need no tires on this one.
iRacing apparel. Pick it up today at rnrraceway.com.
Car 051, just hit the fastest left, 13.943. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Spartan Transportation and Spartan Management is your one source for all your shipments.
Let's try this reverse thing.
53 dry van shipments, auto transport shipments, full service in-house brokerage, drop-off facilities, just-in-time deliveries to all auto manufacturers, facilities in St. Louis, Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, and Indianapolis, Indiana.
Kyle just ran a 13.9.
Proud sponsor of the IROC series, Kyle Steffens, UMP Modified and Silver Crown driver, and Gordy Gundaker, World of Outlaws late model. Visit us at spartan-logistics.net. Find us on Facebook.
Outside.
How much signal I need to cut across 8 lane? None? I turn now. Good luck, everybody else.
Go high. Have a slow car on the bottom. Go high. You got one inside. All clear, all clear. Slow car ahead. Go low. Slow car down low. Have a slow car on the bottom.
That James guy's not in here tonight. That's the second place person, and I'm in third in points. What I'm probably going to drop after tonight, though, 2 bad finishes. Get out of the track, Neil.
Go high.
'93, did I miss him?
Car stops down low.
Maybe he's not in here yet. He's in here, I'm not seeing it.
Drops down below, throws the block, up the racetrack.
I do not see a 93.
McCann goes to the outside, 3 wide for the race lead, and the win here at Daytona. Crosses the stripe, and we're all wrecking it. Brian McCann takes the checkered flag. Blaze has newer tires.
I don't remember seeing him last race, but I think Chris Medford said something about 93.
Contact with Zach Millett. Millett drops it back to the bottom. Off of turn number 4 for the final time. Zach is going to win.
James is his name, I think.
Oh, they're wrecking. Big trouble. Vincent Short sneaks through, and I think Short's going to win there. He does. Vincent Short wins.
Of course, I didn't really pay attention to names last race anyway. Two minutes left.
Have a slow car on the bottom. Have a slow car on the bottom. Got one stopped up high. Go low. Slow car up high. Go low. Got one stopped up high. Got one stopped up high. Got a car stopped up high. Go low. You've got wheel damage. Your car has too much damage. We've got to fix it.
Oh, we can practice trying to get a car turnaround right here. But you can dump the clutch. Why does everybody have problems with that on the track?
Just about 2 minutes remain in the warm-up session. We'll take a look at the best times. Terzak with a 13.94.
To do it left, you got to really hold the wheel over. To do it right, it's easy.
1, then Mefford in 06. McCann with an 09, and Neil Quick with a 14.12. Quick and McCann having a terrible race number 1, but took advantage, continued to turn laps, tried to learn something in that exchange. See if that helps him out here. It seems to be a positive thus far. And it's kind of hard to say exactly what the reason is.
I'm not learning a lot from you right now.
Under the lights now instead of the hot sun, it certainly has changed things here.
Well, the reason I started doing that is to learn how to dump clutch to dump, to get spun back around. Because I see everybody have problems with that on the track.
Cooler though at 84.
You figure it out.
78-degree air temperature, 40.
I mean, it works in here, but is the track stickier to where it doesn't let you do that?
Miles per hour is the breeze.
I wonder if the banking hurts that too or not. I don't know.
Fuel,
maybe.
2 sets of tires available over the wall. But again, as Kyle Terzak mentioned in his winner's interview, he didn't make a pit stop at all.
Well, God be with you, Brian, as
100% fuel should be more than enough to make it to the end.
What could be a very exciting start
distance at 125 laps versus
in front of you.
All right, man.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be lovely.
These guys may opt not to pit. I know only a handful did.
All I know is I need you to win this thing.
Smart, and they are. They've got some good racecraft. They pay attention.
We expect to be fighting for the podium.
See a lot more drivers opting not to pit this race. So that's it. The warm-up is in the books.
I gained a position already.
It's Terzak and Radford, your fast top.
I don't see
Let's get into
James.
our starting grid for tonight's race. Again, the top 15 finishers from the
93, so I guess he's not racing this
So
one.
it's going to put the 34 of Doug Wysocki on the pole position. Interestingly enough,
Pretty sure I was running quick.
Terzak's going to start outside front row. I'm not sure why that is.
Nail quick, that is, and he did bad last race. So he's back behind me.
Tim Schofield will start fifth. Todd
I don't know who the other drivers around me are in points.
in the 7th position. Yeah, this is all screwy.
Have fun.
Guess a death right there.
Josh Stewart's actually lined up on the front row in the 03, but he's listed as P7. Give this a reload, see if it helps.
It's the 51
There it is, fixed
car.
it. All right, let's try this again. Josh Stewart on pole, Larry Bruner second, Tim Schofield third, fourth, Steve
man, we're going
Turbin
green next
fifth,
time,
Newt
bye.
Quick, Josh Funkhauser sixth.
Should I just kind of like
We'll start seventh.
back off a little bit here or run it hard?
Ninth. Mike Cook, the 00, will start 10th. Garrett Johnston in the 15 will start 11th. Brandon Mefford rolls from the 12th spot. 13th is Troy Radford. Kyle Terzak.
I don't think it matters.
15 starters.
Whatever happens is going to happen. Hopefully I just get lucky.
Clint Walker will roll from the 17th spot. 18th is Brian McCann. Zachary Cleek, 19th. Todd Cleek, 20th. 21st, Adam Benefil. Neil Quick, 22nd. Tyler Hilton will roll the 23rd spot with Chris Mefford, the number 46, rolling off the 24th position. It's your starting grid here for race number 2 as field comes back to start finish to finish up base lap number 1.
They almost wrecked already.
Racing the next time by.
That didn't take long.
All right, man.
This is where things get interesting. You got the fast guys just outside the top 10. The kind of fast guys at the front of the field. Again, lightning can strike anywhere for these guys. They're not just here to make it look pretty. They've got a shot at winning these things.
I'll let you guys back by. Oh, heads up.
Really needed it. Really had to rush through there and hit me again, didn't you?
Flag in the air. We're racing.
Pit road is now open.
You look like you're done, Tim.
Car.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of damage.
Coming up.
Your right front is cambered.
Oh, trouble. The 94 Radford goes around.
I can't think of a good joke right now, and your car is smoking.
That must be the wheel damage you're talking about.
Yeah, that thing is almost laid over sideways.
Oh, we've got chaos here out front straightaway.
Roadblock
Roadblock into one.
Gained a lot of positions though. Had to do a lot of mirror driving there.
Start off.
Hit the brakes and
Brake
there's
control finds that
2 or 3 cars
incident, gentlemen. No EOL will be issued.
coming up on me pretty quick.
Race control, I will likely need a black flag cleared and telling me to get behind
So
the
3
car,
laps
but
in now, working our first caution. Tim Schofield there already pouring out
The engine will still have minor damage. 3 minutes of
a good way to start.
mandatory repair.
Put some oil in it, send it back out.
It'll be a short night for the 12.
Sporting a little WD-40.
Well, we'll watch it here with Troy Radford. We'll go full speed here.
Yeah, I'm about to
Get a look what happened to the 90.
look at what happened there.
I don't think he actually brought the caution out. We'll look at that in a minute. You see Terzak go to the outside of Mefford. He made it 3 wide right off the get-go. Radford just got run over by Trevor Quick. Didn't even get a full spin out of it. See if we can figure out this melee on the front stretch.
All right, man. Line up on the inside row.
Get that black flag cleared.
I think the 30 didn't go up the track coming out of 4, and I went up into him.
Schofield may have been in this much earlier than we thought. I know he did have a significant...
Hard to see that on the laptop.
The 30 right hook Schofield.
The pace car is in.
Right at start finish.
Green, green, green. The leader just did a 29.716. 3 wide, you're in the middle. Clear, 2 wide. Still there? Hold your line. The car in P21 just hit the fastest lap. 17.
And everybody else just piles in.
1. Stay high. Stay high. There's the car on the low side. Stay high. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Garrett Johnston
Still there?
pirouetting down the front straightaway.
Clear low, clear low. The car in P21 22.
Oh no, that was Wally.
And at slow speed, we're still having guys.
I think.
Schofield really helped out Johnston there, got him righted back on his wheels.
Just hit the fastest lap. 14.276. All right, man, caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file.
Flag back in the air. Josh Stewart in command over Larry Bruner. Bruner slips up the racetrack. Turzak jumps to the middle. 3 wide off 2 once again. 8 laps in. Turzak going for second place. He started 14th. Didn't take long.
Car high out of turn.
Second spot now for Turzak as he hunts the 03 of Stewart.
Top 10. Really, I just need a finish here.
The 03, Turzak to the inside.
If I get spun like I did last race and get another bad points race. Ooh.
Stewart slips up the racetrack trying to hang with the 051, and Turzak takes the lead just as the yellow comes back out.
On the outside.
3 wide in the corner is never good.
Nope, and I went up the middle on that last one.
Let's take a look.
Between the 45
Watch the 45, the red and blue machine, middle of your screen.
Drivers will receive a EOL at the 2 to green.
3 wide again. Chris Wally jumps down to the bottom of the racetrack. Left side's on the flat.
There's enough people crashed up that
it sends the 45 up.
Looks like it pays for me to stay on. No.
Lackluster incident, but enough for another yellow.
My leaderboard is all wonky.
You 9 laps down.
Then I see, is there a bunch of cars 13 laps down?
The road is closed.
Nah, it goes 3 laps down, 4 laps down, and then you at 10 laps down now.
To this point.
Oh, okay. I see there's, on my leaderboard, it's showing, I think it's showing relative. That's probably the problem.
Been awful quiet in the IROC TV chat, guys. Feel
but then it shows 13 laps down behind me, so that's definitely not right.
Either one is available. It's awfully quiet, really, on both sides. Haven't heard from anybody since Shane Haas. Be part of the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Get ready.
We allow it. Just keep it PG. We don't even need to agree on the topic.
All right, man. The pace car is in. Green, green, green. The leader just did a 27.992 outside. Stay low. All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Rack in 1 and 2.
Pit road is closed.
I know Brian McCann's usually good for at least one message while he's behind the wheel.
Yellow flag came out. Past the pit road is now open.
Speaking of Brian McCann, he's up 11 spots. Started 18th.
Yeah, 5. Somebody sent me into you there.
So we get ready for yet another restart.
This thing is junk.
In green.
I don't think it even pays to stay out.
Unfortunately, you're not looking too good.
And the caution's out again. Todd Fleek involved in this, as well as Troy Radford, Trevor Quick. Pace car just evaporates right through everybody. 45 getting a piece of this again. So we were 3 wide again. This is the same issue. Hang on. Wrong wreck.
Let the
That's better.
81 car by.
So the 45 of Cleek down below. This wreck's happening up ahead of these guys.
You get stopped.
Trevor Quick, Troy Radford, Chris Wally,
car passes you. Go ahead and go
Steve
around them.
Durbin.
We will clear those black flags since these short tracks are messing people up. So if you get stopped and you're not involved in the wreck there, go ahead and go around the pace car.
Yeah, because it's telling me to let
It's like chain reaction here. It started off, it looks like, with Trevor Quick and Troy Radford. We'll get a better look here.
We're 2 to green. Race control, I don't know if you saw my text.
It's already in motion. We'll back it up again.
We are extending 1 lap, guys.
Pit road is now open.
Trevor
Neil went in.
Radford drives it a little deeper than Quick did.
Why would he go in
now?
They make contact, and then it's chain reaction after that. Durbin gets on the binders. Chris Wally a little late on the brakes. He gets into the 30, then the 45 comes in. I don't think Cleek gets a piece of this until he tries to drive around everybody. So 20 laps in, 125, and Brian McCann has made his appearance in the HBR TV stream chat. He just said Steve. It wasn't. He didn't write a novel or anything.
Saying I'm just going to sit here and watch it on the TV.
No. Thanks for checking in, Brian. We always appreciate it.
See if you can get up there and put the bumper to
Thank you for the broadcast, Steve.
the leader.
A lot of us probably get black passing her to 81 and get by.
So as it stands right now, the top 16 drivers have yet to make a visit to pit road. That's not really surprising by any means, but there's multiple drivers that have. Granted, they've likely all been involved in one incident or another. Garrett Johnston, Steve Durbin, Chris Wally, Trevor Quick, Troy Radford, Top Cleek, Josh Funkhauser, Tim Schofield.
Oh my.
All making an appearance on pit lane.
All clear, all clear. Outside.
The car in P.
So we get ready for yet another restart.
14.1.
Now Terzak's going to lead him back to green.
Clear high.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
The car in P1 just hit the fastest lap. 14.089. You're in fifth place. All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Line up single file.
Terzak with a big jump, put some distance on the 03.
Should just let it go.
Car lengths.
65, there will be no caution. We will stay green.
This should just let it go. Stay green.
Oh yeah.
Cars
We had what, 2 or 3 cautions before that?
Turn 4, but Brian McCann on the charge again to the inside.
What'd you guys run? 5 laps?
Now open.
Yeah, something like that.
Big short work of the 4. Crosses over in front. Takes the 4th position as he continues his charge back towards the front of the field. Next on the list will be Brandon Mefford in the 83 machine. And the caution is out again.
Car 94.
Quick and Josh Funkhauser may be involved. Funkhauser with a little bit of damage on his Camaro. Let's see what happened. Not even sure it was 100% the 81 involved here.
Let the 94 car by.
See an issue yet. Trying to figure out what's put us under the caution flag again.
Steve doesn't know it's a comp caution.
Where to?
Pit road is closed.
I might somehow get a podium here and have to go up and talk to Steve and explain how I flipped my car last race.
Yellow just comes out. I don't know if maybe Terzak got too big of a jump or if guys weren't caught up and they waved off the restart a little bit late. I'm not sure, but nobody went around there. We saw it from the blip cam.
All right, man. Line up on the outside.
No issue
road
on the racetrack. So nevertheless, we're going to get lined back up and try this again. Oh, stage. But, well, no, because they don't throw the caution for the stage. They're not supposed to, at least, in these 125ers.
Get ready.
You double check the rule.
The pace car is in. Green, green, green. Good job, man. You're up to 4th.
Section 6.6A. First stage will end as the leader completes lap 25 for the twin 125s, lap 50 for the 200 lap races. Oh, and a caution. Oh, the 200 lap races and a caution will be displayed.
Stay high. There's the car on the low side. All clear, all clear. All right, man. Caution is out.
All right.
Caution is out.
Now I get to start behind Brandon.
Pit road is closed.
That 03 did not go.
Yeah, no caution will be thrown for the twin one.
But now I'm going to get in 3rd, most likely off this restart.
So I'm not really sure. Maybe somebody jumped the gun, but nonetheless, the caution came out. We're back to the green flag anyway, so it's ancient history. We're back racing. Lap 32, Terzak out in front. Mefford jumps into the 2nd spot. Josh Stewart back to P3, and he's going to have to worry about Brian McCann, but Nuke Quick, he's got something to say about it. He's to the inside of the 3 off of turn number 4. Again, carrying that speed.
Car 15. Got the lucky dog. Let him by on the outside.
We'll have to keep an eye on Neil. He pitted for some reason. Up 20 something, but he ain't made no positions.
Let the 15 car by.
Radford may have been involved in this one again.
But I seriously doubt tires are going to do anything, and it didn't do it last race.
Bill, did you go down pit exit?
Just checked up a bit.
Pit road is closed.
Zachary Cleek, the guilty party it looks. Cleek in the 77, the black and silver machine up top.
No EOL will be issued. We will be going to a single file restart.
Oh, single file, that sucks.
We're supposed to.
Oh, the 84 just takes evasive action to get off the O2 there, but goes a little too far, and then the chain reaction events unfold after that. But yes, just to give some more clarification.
I was going to make a pass if it was double file.
I'm understanding it. The first stage will end as the leader completes lap 25.
I'll be able to pull low though. He doesn't go.
For the 200 lappers, and a caution will be displayed. Second stage will end as the leader completes lap 65 for the twins. Lap 110 for the 200 lappers. This is the important part. There will be no caution thrown for the twin 125 races, but a caution will be thrown for the 200 lappers.
Still there? Hold your line. Clear low, clear low.
So yes, it was the stage, but shouldn't have been a yellow. Maybe debris. I'm going to go with debris.
You're in third place. That was your fastest lap of the session.
So we're going to line them back up here momentarily. In fact, we're lined up single file restart with consecutive cautions. We're back racing here from Southern National. Turzak on the jump. Brandon Mefford second. Ryan McCann takes advantage of the restart, gets to the outside as Stewart gets that third position and continues. McCann certainly wants more, a little redemption from that first race this evening. Hey, Mefford's closing the gap on Turzak, though. Turzak did just run a very quick lap at 14.16, but Mefford was a 1.9. Interestingly enough, Brian McCann, 14.17, only 100th shy of the leader's pace. Turzak picks it up, though, runs a 14.11 this last time around. Field continues to chip away at the lap count. Let's give this an opportunity here. Let's try at least to go through the field the best that we can. Kyle Turzak, your race leader, again started 14th after the inversion. Turzak won race number 1. Every lap led for the 051, but that stat going away. Continues to lead, though. Still has a shot at the most laps led. At this rate, he's certainly got a chance at it. Brandon Mefford started 12th, running in that second position. He was very quick near the end of that first race. Might have something for Turzak before this one's out. He's got to worry about Brian McCann. McCann started 18th. Big time mover on the field right now, but McCann hounding the 83 for that second spot. May just have something for Turzak before this one is out.
Nah, ain't no way I can
started
get around Kyle.
This second race, he's running currently.
I'd be lucky to get around Brandon.
Taking advantage of the good track position to get this thing started. Newt quick.
Brandon would have to make a mistake.
Fifth. That's all you can ask for in some nights. Luke doing a good job. Ryan Rose started 9th position outside front row in race number 1. He's up to P6.
I just hope it goes green and get this thing over with.
Spot started 17th.
I'll take a third.
Long run. Tyler Hilton
After last race.
In this series, Tyler, he's having a great run. He started 23rd. He's up to 8th. Larry Bruner, the number 44, runs in the 9th position. Down a few spots, 7 to be exact. We got to change a position here for 10th. Mike Cook started 10th. Just takes back the 10th position from the 9 of Adam Benefield. Terzak now with
I think Brandon's pushing pretty hard.
Over Brandon Mefford. That's not the battle to watch, but this is the second place battle between Brandon Mefford and Brian McCann.
Hey, Brian, thanks for the like.
You're clear high, clear high. The leader just did a 14.49.
And we got Albert Anderson in the stream chat. Says, let's go, Terzak. Keep.
Ooh, I almost wrecked him.
Way to go with the underdog, Albert.
We're quite different on our tires right now.
Still, we watch this battle in the second for the second position.
My damage is fixed.
McCann.
Checking out there.
The 84 Matt Kopp goes down yet another lap. Some damage on that 84 machine, certainly not helping his cause.
I was faster mid-turn than him, but I couldn't like get a run off or stick a nose in on entry.
Pit road is now open.
And even still, the outside line is so dominant. I don't think I'd get around him.
Effort holding off a little bit of contact.
Oh, he's going in the pit. No, he ain't.
Yeah, trying to drive
did I hit him?
to the bottom of the racetrack. Mefford shut the door very quickly.
Lucky dog, let him by on the outside.
I don't think I hit him. I almost did.
Car by. He had the position when the yellow flag came out.
And caution is out. You see cars facing the wrong direction on the front stretch. Todd Cleek back to pit lane. I think he was involved in this. So is, I believe, Zachary Cleek. Let's get a look at it and see what happened. There you have it. Zachary and Todd Cleek both involved in this. Catching the tail end of it here. Let's back it up. Full speed here.
Race control finds that a racing incident. No EOL will be issued.
Zach able to lock it down and keep it off the inside wall, but unfortunately it was at the expense of Todd.
77. Zach
just jumps right back to pit lane.
77 took his old man out. Come on.
Oh, they related. Got two Cleeks in here.
Taking advantage of
Todd Cleek and Zachary Cleek. Are they new drivers? I don't recognize that name.
We're going green next time by.
By Saki, Josh Funkhauser, Mike Cook, Troy Radford. Radford's going to throw some tires on.
Unless it's not. Race control.
Right side's only for the 94. He's down and away.
7 by here. Not sure where he's at.
Get ready.
You might need extending.
It just goes to show how important track position really is at these smaller racetracks. Radford was a contender, top 3 all race long in that first race. Guy runs back in the 19th spot. Again, with the inversion to set the field in race number 2. He got stuck out in the back. He's been involved in more than one incident this evening, most of which not of his doing.
Single power double.
Get ready.
It's past halfway here at Southern National.
I'm showing double on my side.
Mefford and Terzak going to take the restart. So Terzak's going to take the outside here. That's a switch.
30.195.
Same here.
A little bit of confusion.
His car is in. Barney with the yellow flag still in hand. They're going to go an extra lap here. Green flag in the air once again. Turzak on the jump. They did eventually switch things up.
If I get to you, I'm going to turn you.
Start to the outside with that extra lap change. It's fine. Jumps to the bottom. Takes the race lead back. Bedford runs second. McCann third. Stewart fourth. Newt Quick running in fifth.
Is that a threat or a promise?
I'm picking.
Bedford a car length off the back bumper of Turzak. Unable to really close the gap. Turzak runs a 14.21. Bedford almost 0.2 shy. Bedford gets the right rear in the fence off turn number 4. McCann closes the gap again in 1 and 2.
It don't matter. Like I can take the inside. I just
car length.
He's going to have to drive off.
3 in the 83.
When the tires wear down more, shit, he's going to give it to me.
Good job. The next car is the leader. You're clear high. Clear high. Got a car stopped up high.
Well, hell, I'll take it if he's going to give it to me.
Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
I couldn't. Brandon, why'd you do that? I couldn't pass you.
Catch the 051 car.
Mighty nice of him, but
The road is now open.
I wonder if what I said had any influence on that decision he made.
Last time by.
Past the 00. Past the.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to ask him about that.
Oh, we got trouble in turn 4. Wysocki in the fence. Caution comes out yet again. Garrett Johnston down pit lane. I think he might have taken evasive action to avoid some more contact.
Race control finds that on the 00.
Back things up here.
With the 2 degree.
Let the 84 car by.
Now I got to race Kyle.
So Mike Cook gets into Johnston. Trevor Quick, Troy Radford gets a piece of it again. Wysocki and Mike Cook up the racetrack.
And if it's like anything in them other races, I've only been able to pass them once.
Anything, thankfully.
This track is a lot harder to pass.
Radford made comment in his interview about how difficult it is to see.
It was a tough pass, but I made it.
Radius of these corners so tight. Albert Anderson, he makes it obvious. All right, so he says, come on, man, I have to root for Turzak. I know his dad, and he's from my hometown. All right. You're excused. I'll let it go.
Unless he messed up.
Go for the underdog.
I think he just let me by, though.
Albert, I don't care.
Because he was like so wide on entry.
And that's all that matters.
All right, man, we're going green next time. Bye.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Turzak, certainly. He's lights out. He's won a bunch of races this season already.
He's not wanting to give up a position, though, so I'm really confused. I'm going to have to ask him after the race.
50 laps to go from Southern National. Turzak, McCann, and Mefford through that exchange. Brian McCann got the spot from Mefford. We missed that while watching other battles. See if we can find this here.
29.627.
Here's the pass for the second position just before the yellow.
All right, man, caution is out.
Drove it deep down into the
I can maybe get him out.
They have let him go. Now, Mefford's got a lot of experience racing these things, whether it's late model stocks, cup cars, trucks. It doesn't seem to make much difference, but he's got a lot of experience. He's got good racecraft. He may have let the 3 go on by, knowing that he may have been a tick faster. Just a guess. I
know I had Kyle scared right there.
It's going to be McCann and Turzak on the restart.
He's listening right now, isn't he?
Green flag back in the air. McCann times it well, stays alongside the 51 down into turn number 1. The battle is on for the race lead.
Oh, I see what I got to do now.
McCann never lifted off turn number 2, but he can't keep it alongside. We got a crash again. Big time crash here down in turn number 3, it looks like. We're still wrecking. We're wrecking after the wreck. Wysocki's not too pleased about it, it seems. Drives up the backside of the 02.
Let the 77 car by.
Take a gander at this one. Trevor Quick just coming up a little bit on the 9. It starts the chain reaction crash. Garrett Johnston involved again.
Race control finds that on the 5, EOL will be issued with the 2 to green.
We are 2.
I mean, I want to go for the lead, and I'm going to try. I just also don't want to wreck.
It's unfortunate, but the only good thing about the caution
is right now I'm making up points from a horrible
exciting part of the race.
Last race.
So puts these guys side by side. See if Brian McCann can time that jump once again. But we may be on a single file restart this time. We'll see. Eddie Rose in the stream chat again says, great broadcasting, Steve. You're FX1 bound. I think it's FS1 bound.
Get ready.
That sounds too much like a real job, Eddie. I don't know if I want to do that. And honestly, I don't think I'm that great.
All right, man. The pace car is in.
I am no Mike Joy, and I certainly don't have a DW type in the booth.
Didn't work that time.
No longer jumps up here with us.
8. Inside. Still there.
Nevertheless, can think of worse things to do. Quite fun to sit here 4 or 5 nights a week, watch some great racing. Honest to God, these league races tend to be 10 times better than any official iRacing race you're going to watch. Do I miss racing? Of course I do. But I get a chance every now and again. Got to pay them bills. Let's try it again here. Pace car about to pull left down pit road. There it is. Screen flag back in the air. Turzak with a big time jump this time.
Line up single file. Pit road
Got him sleeping.
Now
Medford back to the inside of Brian McCann for the second spot.
Wasn't sleeping. I just didn't time it right.
A great restart, but carrying that middle lane seems to have a lot more momentum. Gets back around Medford. McCann stays in the second spot. Brandon Medford running third. Brian Rose finally cracking the top 5 here. That car a little worn, beaten, and battered, but still competitive. Remember, we started outside front row in race number 1.
Car 15. Got the lucky dog. Let him by on the outside.
Out once again. Doug Wysocki involved yet another time.
And talk me through what's going on again.
It's the 34, the white and green on the bottom side.
Race control finds that on
Bunkhauser tries to go up to gut here between himself and the 84.
Pit road is closed.
Matt Kopp. A little bit of contact. Bunkhauser turns into a ping pong ball and he goes to the bottom side. Clips the 34 Wysocki and around he goes. Puts us under caution once again. More and more I look at this number 34 car. And I know it says RS12 Esports, of course, the title sponsor of the series, but
up on the outside
I think a Krispy Kreme logo would look great on that thing. Maybe I'm just hungry. Chris Wally running in the 13th position.
Get ready.
Chris is up a few spots. So far having a much better night in race 2 than he did in race number 1.
All right, man. The pace car is in. Green flag, green flag. Pit road is now open. The leader just did a 28.62.
Damn.
You got one inside. All clear, all clear. All right, man, we got one stopped up ahead.
Car wreck. Awesome.
All right, man, caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
So pace car lights are out, so we're on the 1 to go with 30 laps to go. We'll have a restart with 20.
I just don't think it's possible.
Remaining. Barring green-white checkers. Of course, we do have up to 3 opportunities if necessary. Pace car is in. Let's see if Turzak gets the jump. He does it once again, but a better restart for Brian McCann this time. Stays with the 051 through 1 and 2. Off turn 2, Turzak.
I did learn some off of that one, but
Race control finds that on the 51. EOL will be issued with
And
the 2
now,
to
once
green.
again,
Car.
here what brought this one out.
Let him by on
Still
the
don't think it's
outside.
possible.
Lug a dog high. Lug a dog high.
You would have to miss a shift or something.
Way. It's like deja vu all over again.
Let the 02 car by.
Been a couple of slow cars exiting turn.
Neil got up to 5th.
Got a black cleared. This is passenger yellow.
Ah, there it is. Incident in the middle of 1 and 2. A couple of cars getting stopped.
We are too.
Pit road is closed.
Tough part's going to be trying to figure out who is who there.
Past the 46.
It's 46 and the 51.
Oh, Mefford didn't get out in time.
Chris Mefford and Chris Wally coming together.
All right, man, we're going green next time.
Go ahead, Blaine.
All right, man. Line up on the outside row now.
Interestingly enough, iRacing threw the caution but did not indicate that either one of those drivers were involved in it. So we had to do a little research to figure it out. But yeah, Mefford on the binders into 1, Wally on the brakes too, but not as much as the 46. Drives up the backside of Chris Mefford, and around both drivers go.
The lead is 28.051.
So 97 laps complete of 125. I hate to go to a break right now, but I'm going to go to an HBR TV side-by-side break. We haven't gotten one in this particular race. We've got to get at least one in. Stay with us. You won't miss the restart, even if we're in break. We'll be right back after this.
I met Marcos Garza when we were doing radiothons for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We needed sponsors to help us raise money, and he's always the first one to jump in. I would describe Marcos and his team as upstanding, someone you can trust, and he is just a genuine guy.
Threw it in too hard, that one.
He's been very generous. He has a genuine concern for people.
Ain't got no more right front.
That cares about you. And that's what Marcos is, and that's pretty much what this firm is.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
The leader just did a 14.231.
And Neil Quick got up to 4th, so if we restart again, he's going to be right behind me. And he's the one that wrecked me.
Inside, clear low,
Last week or the week before that? In the same situation. I was starting 2nd, he started 4th.
The leader just did a 14.358.
I don't know how to do this track.
Go ahead, Chris.
not hitting the apron is helpful.
Southern National Motorsports Park, lap 112 has gone up on the board. Kyle Terzak still out in front and starting to gap Brian McCann. That gap, 1 second plus back to the 3. Brian McCann still having a very strong run. Starting in the 18th position, running P2. Terzak starting 14th up to that top spot.
I see well.
Didn't waste any time getting up there either. Further back in the field, the third place machine, the 83 of Brandon Mefford, trying to hold off Neil Quick for position. Brian Rose running in the 5th spot. Speaking of guys that have worked their way back through, Troy Radford running in P6. He's been involved in a bunch of incidents here tonight. Probably 2 or 3 different cautions. The 94 has been involved.
Oh, Neil.
Not given up. He's battled back. He's inside the top 10 and looking for more.
Can Neil do it again?
It's the 051 car, past the 44, past the 51, past the...
Pit road is now open.
Terzak still out in front. The deficit back to the 3 of McCann has shrunk slightly. It's just over 9/10 of a second. 8 laps remain. I don't know if McCann's just got enough in the tank to get all the way back up there. But the caution is out again. Larry Bruner involved in this one. Oh, big time.
Hey, Kyle, won't you like mess up or something?
Just drives head on into the 44.
Love you, Doug. Hi.
Help me out a little here.
That's going to set us up for one whale of a finish.
Wally, did you survive that? That was a heck of a head-on collision.
Let's get a look at it here. Larry Bruner, the 44, the blue and yellow machine.
As long as I'm on the inside.
Garrett Johnston and Mike Cook in behind. Cook was just about there, and Bruner comes down the racetrack.
Race control.
Gets crossed up. Chris Mefford gets around, but Benefield drives up the back of the 46.
Nah,
00 and 44.
Oh, man, Chris Wally, big time hit. Sends the 44 Bruner right
EOL
up in the air.
Will be issued with the 2-3.
Past the 00, past the 77, past the...
We'll go in car with Chris Wally at full speed.
Oh, Neil, don't wreck me. Don't wreck me, Neil.
All right, man, we're going green next time.
You really cannot see. Brandon Mefford was not lying. I know we saw it early on with Tim Schofield, but by the time Wally had 44 in his sight picture, nothing he could do.
Get ready.
4 laps to go. Pace car lights still on. We may end up with a natural green-white checkered here. If we get the 1 to go this time by the horse 3.
4. You got 1 inside.
Advertised distance, of course, 125 laps.
Cypher's going to take a spot back.
Just got the white flag. That means 1 more lap to go. Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Stay high.
Some are out of the pace car, so 3 laps to go. We're going to get the restart with 2 to go. So yes, this is a natural green-white checkered attempt. Okay, so this will not count towards our 3.
I had to turn my car up to do it, but we did it.
Another yellow will still finish in regulation. Advertised distance 100.
Oh, good run, Brian.
Caution comes out before.
Thank you, Tim.
We're going to try it again. Pace car is in.
Drag it next week.
Terzak with a good jump.
Yeah.
Have a good week, man.
And way to the outside, Brandon.
You too, man. Have a good one.
The second spot away. Field through 3 and 4. Coming to the white flag. Final lap from Southern National. Turzak with the lead. We continue to watch the battle for the second spot. McCann and Brandon Mefford for P2. Turzak looking to sweep the evening off turn number 4 for the final time. Kyle Turzak takes the checkered flag.
Try, Brian.
Kyle Turzak.
Yeah, man, good race.
Yet another race win.
He's just that much better
in this league, but now
I
think we've got to bring him back. It'd be fun to watch Aaron Smith and Kyle Turzak as Kyle.
I thought I might have had a chance one of those times on the outside, but I killed my right front. I couldn't make that outside off that green.
Looks clean.
Yeah, I was trying to just maybe bump him just enough to give you an edge, get down into 1. I just couldn't make it happen at the right time without wrecking him.
Race 2.
I think when you hit him, it helped him. It lunged him forward.
Shoot him?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I met Marcos Garza when
that sucks. Sorry.
Doing radiothons.
Oh no, it's all good. I didn't have anything for it. He had to make a mistake. That's the only way.
Money, and he's always the first one to jump in. I would describe Marcos and his team as upstanding. Someone you can
nice rebound, anyways. I know you weren't too good in that first one.
Marcos has been very generous.
Yeah, that was my own fault though.
Concern for people.
Did you wreck somebody?
Somebody that cares.
Well, I got wrecked, but then the whole backwards flip thing was my fault.
The Garza law.
Put me 4 laps down.
R&R Racewear. Your source to all customers.
I guess we better go talk to Steve.
And home to iRacing.
Yeah, let's see what he's got to say.
At rnrracewear.com.
Good win, Kyle.
Appreciate it. That was
Spartan Transportation and Spartan Logistics.
I got a speed boost from Mefford right there.
All your shipping needs. 53-foot dry van shipments, auto transport shipments.
It's time to go.
Full service in-house brokerage.
I can't go before the restart zone, bub.
Just-in-time deliveries to all auto manufacturers.
I tried to make you go.
Facilities in St. Louis, Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, and Indianapolis, Indiana.
That was a fun race, though.
Spartan Logistics LLC.
Even though we had those big pileups,
Kyle Steffens,
if you had the right stuff on the top side, you can make it work.
World of Outlaws late model. Visit us at Spartan-Logistics.net and find us on Facebook.
That those first laps were kind of crazy.
Oh, they were insane. That's going to be the problem with invert on that second race of the 125s. You don't know what you got in front of you.
Yeah, I was about to junkie on the main start, so I had to go all the way out there because I thought I was going to kill you.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell's he doing? So then I lifted and let you in so he didn't junk it.
Yeah,
back to the bottom. Off of turn number 4 for the final time. Zach Millet's going to win through the trial for the final time, and they're wrecking. Big trouble.
It peeved me off, honestly.
And I think Short's going to win there. He does. Vincent Short wins. Back at Southern National Motorsports Park, race number 2, race 5 and 6, essentially, of the IROC Challenge Series presented by RS12 Esports. In the books, Kyle Turzak, well, he won them both. We'll pull him up into the broadcast booth once again for the winner's interview. Kyle Turzak, it's Steve with HBR TV. You got a copy?
Sir.
Kyle, congratulations. I know it hasn't been that long since we talked last, but you swept the races tonight, 5 and 6. Go to the 051, man. Walk us through the night. Did your strategies change at all from race number 1? It was about 2 laps before we saw you back in that top 3 from your 14th starting position.
Yeah, those first laps there, I feel like that big wreck on the first lap, I think it was, really helped me right there. I don't know how I even got through that, to be honest with you. I thought I was done when I saw them all that carnage up front. But, I just stuck to the same game plan. I got to the front really early. Sometimes it was very hairy. I kind of get up to the front. But, we got to the front, and then when we got up there, we just paced out our own speed, I guess you could say. And I had to just make sure I had to save that right front and go from there.
Clean air is certainly very important, even at these smaller tracks. Maybe it's just the clear view out the windshields here. All you're dealing with is lap traffic at that point. But once you get through the field, what changes as far as your strategies, maybe even your driving style, between the difference of going through the field in traffic versus being out front?
Yeah, these guys are all good group of guys to race against. I'm learning off of them.
That's a good one.
Learning off of me. And some stuff I'm actually surprised over them. Like, who has a clutch binding to the wheel button? Who does that? It's just genius to me. But
He's talking about me.
That's a learning curve for me because I'm racing against the NASCAR guys and they're racing against me. So it's a learning curve for both of us, and it seems like they're getting faster every week. And the driving style does change a little bit. You have to let me think of the right word here. You have to just predict where everyone is going to be and what to do in that moment, because these guys are just, like I said, they're a good group of guys, and when you get behind them,
so Brandon,
driver styles, you just have to get used to
probably
it.
So with
too
that
late
said,
now to ask.
roll into Bristol
Not to
Motor
go on a
Speedway
broadcast,
next
but
week. Certainly gonna be a very
you let me
different
bound
driving style
at that
compared to
one
Southern National.
turn, right?
High banked, half
Like when you were
line.
running second place,
I've got half a mind to think that
or did you mess up?
Be, if not,
Felt like
wide
you let me
open,
by.
close
Okay.
to wide open around that place. Have you gotten any laps in this late model style?
I wanted you to go by me.
Yeah, officials went there a couple times, and with the open setup, we were barely lifting and getting straight back to the throttle. And
Colvin in race number 1, out of it very early, but came back, put some laps in. I albeit maybe a live practice per se for Brian McCann, but it worked out for him here. A runner-up finish in the second race of the evening. Brian, it's Steve in the booth. You got me?
Hey, Steve.
Brian, congratulations, man. Good recovery. Great way to come back from that first race. First of all, let's walk through that. Obviously, you had an incident on the track. You ended up on your lid, so you got the car fixed and went back out there to turn some laps. Was it more about trying to improve your finishing position for the qualifying order in race 2, or was it just a matter of trying to learn something to see if you could apply it later on?
No, that first race, Rod, flipped over in reverse. That was quite embarrassing, first off. But no, after that, I was just turning laps, trying to get to that 15th position. That way, I could invert the lead on this one. That would have been real nice, but I only got to like 18th or something. So I had to start way back in the field on this one, and pretty much got lucky on this race. Dodged all the big wrecks. A couple of them happened in front of me, squeezed through, and then eventually got up to Brandon and then second place, but I didn't have anything for Kyle, man. Off those restarts, there was a couple times I was on the outside, but I just did not have the right front tire to try to pull them on the outside.
Well, the restart certainly made it interesting. Yeah, it seems like, though, you burned up your bad luck in race number 1, and it came back to help you here in this second race. Hopefully that carries on to Bristol Motor Speedway next week. We asked Kyle the same thing. Ironically enough, another one of our leagues is running these same cars at Bristol this coming Wednesday, so might be a good idea to watch some film to see how that one plays out. But my question for Kyle, and I'll ask you the same, was do you expect to be full throttle throughout this race next week, at least on fresh tires?
I haven't practiced. I would imagine just from filling this car on these other tracks here, it's probably going to be really close to wide open most of the time at Bristol. But my assumption is it's going to be right front limited. So, maybe it'll eventually wear out to where you'll have to lift a little.
Well, we'll have to see how that one plays out. Brian, again, a nice run here tonight, coming home in that second position. You guys got rid of Aaron Smith this season, but you brought another guy in that's just as fast. Maybe we should bring Aaron back and see what he can do with Kyle.
Yeah, man, that'd be some good racing, good Aaron in here. And yeah.
Brian McCann certainly not looking forward to that. If that ends up being the case, he doesn't want to have to deal with Aaron Smith. I don't think anybody else does either. But with that said, Brian, an awesome run here tonight. You certainly, I don't know, I think it's just a matter of time. You may have something for Kyle Terzak before this season is out. You're right there every single week, barring any bad luck. But man, it's a strong run here in the second race. Great recovery. Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I got one pass on him, so I still hold that one pretty high. One time I did it, so hopefully I can do it again.
If you can do it once, you can do it again. It's like dodging a wrench. You can dodge a ball. Same thing.
Exactly.
Brian, congratulations, man. Who do you want to thank before we let you go?
My family, you doing the broadcast, amazing broadcast. League admins for putting this show on, our sponsors that help out behind the scenes as well. Our race control, he's got work cut out for him. He's having to look at all those wrecks and everything, make quick decisions. Shout out to him. And everybody watching tonight, and the drivers coming out here every night to race. Thank you.
Certainly looking forward to next week. Brian, thanks for talking to us, man. Good luck.
Thank you. Oh, one time I did it. So where's Brandon at? I can't hear him.
You do it once, you can do it again. It's like dodging a wrench. You can dodge a ball. Same thing.
Exactly.
Brian, congratulations, man. Who do you want to thank before we let you go?
My family, you doing the broadcast, amazing broadcast. League admins for putting the show on, our sponsors that help out behind the scenes as well. Our race control, he's got work cut out for him. He's having to look at all those wrecks and everything, make quick decisions. Shout out to him. And everybody watching tonight, and the drivers coming out here every night to race. Thank you.
Certainly looking forward to next week. Brian, thanks for talking to us, man. Good luck. Brian McCann, your runner-up here at Southern National. Next, we're going to pull Brandon Mefford up into the broadcast.
Audio definitely improved with this new interface.
Third place finisher. Third, once again, I guess that's a good average finish for the night. Brandon Mefford, it's Steve in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Steve.
Brandon, congratulations once again. A solid top 3 finish in race number 2. If you want to talk about consistency, Brandon Mefford is your guy. Walk us through your race, Brandon. Did anything change from race 1 to 2 as far as your plan of attack?
I just stayed out of trouble there. Didn't get an EOL, so I got to work my way to the front there without putting the car up too much, and then a bunch of restarts there. We tried to make something happen on Kyle there, but he just too good. But overall, a good race for us. We didn't really. I mean, like I said, we stayed out of trouble and kept the car in one piece. So that's a lot to speak for.
So again, a strong run in both races tonight for the 83. We look forward to Bristol Motor Speedway.
Neil did a heck of a job
that's going to be
hitting early and then coming back up and getting fourth.
25s, but we've talked to Kyle, we've talked to Brian. The mindset is we could be close to wide open the whole way around, at least on fresh tires at Bristol Motor Speedway. How do you feel about that rolling into Thunder Valley next week?
Yeah, I mean, these cars are pretty well full throttle all the time, so I can't imagine there's going to be much off the throttle time other than trying to reserve that right front for later in the race. So I think it's going to be a fast, fun race.
Certainly looking forward to it, Brandon. Again, congratulations on 2 top 3 finishes here tonight. Who do you want to thank for helping you get there?
Yeah, I want to thank everybody at IROC that puts it.
I do have a little bit of advantage at Bristol.
All those guys that have.
I know that track. I don't know these short tracks. So.
It's a great league to be in, and a great bunch of drivers, especially with this short track thing. Everybody's struggling to get a grasp on it, and then it's a little rough out there. So. Thanks to all the drivers in the league. Thanks to you for the broadcast. Thanks to my teammates over at Charity Motorsports and everything that those guys do for me and what everybody does for each other. It's a great group to be a part of. And then thanks to my family for allowing me to do this on Monday nights and letting me get away from real life.
All right, Brandon. Well, thanks for talking to us, man. Good luck next week at Bristol.
Thanks, Steve.
It's Brandon Mefford, your third place finisher once again here at Southern National. And I don't know. I think Brandon's almost trying to. I don't want to say he's making excuses, but he's downplaying the racing as far as these short tracks are concerned. Yes, there's been some chaos. Yes, there has been some caution fest races. Absolutely. But if you guys have watched every single race to this point, 6 races in, you can all see the improvement that this field has made over the course of the last 6 races. It's gotten better. The racing has been more aggressive, but more entertaining. There's been less incidents this race. The second race, at least tonight, was a little rough, but it's been better, and it's just going to keep getting better. I've been really excited and really impressed with the level of talent that this field has. So it's only going to get better as the season continues on. With that, let's take a look at our race results. Talk to our top.
I'm going to cut it off here. See y'all.
Fourth. Troy Radford came home.
We don't skip a week, do we?
Brian Rose missed that top 5, finishes 6th. Tyler Hilton was 7th.
No.
Josh Stewart
was Bristol. Then we skip a week.
In the 9th spot. Garrett.
So I'll see y'all next week.
Chris Mefford, 11th. Adam
Later.
Phil was